what about right there?
So Goat was gone today and ran over to Tiller's. So I'm going to work on my flower beds for a little while he's over there doing that. So let's go clean some flower beds. So I'm gonna work around in my flowers for a little bit. I've cleaned out 2 of my flower gardens, getting ready for summer. I know that you could get a weed eater and clean around these, but I just like to get in here and clean it myself with my hands lots of times. When it's not a whole lot, like all I'm doing is really just cutting down these big taller things right now, because there really ain't a lot that you can get in here and do, because it really ain't time to get in here with a weed eater. But I like to get in here and just clean all this out, because I like my flower gardens to at least look good while I'm having to drive by them and look at them. If anybody else came up, I want my flower gardens to be clean. I'm so excited we got the leaves cleaned out of my other ones and all the limbs that had fell. It don't take long for flower gardens to get out of hand if you don't watch them, because they will get out of hand. Another thing you have to watch for when you're cleaning right now is snakes are out. I've seen several snakes out already. My plow has failed. Things is about to rot off, I do believe. I love old farm equipment. I love it in my flower beds. Whew. Well, I got to get all the high out of it. show you my flower garden. This is where our flags go, out here in the front yard. Sorry about that, sun's on it. This is the back side. We got a cedar, an old cedar over here. And I love, like I said, I love farm equipment. I buy pieces every so often when I'm out somewhere or find some. And then this is the front. I also like to use a lot of stumps. If you'll notice in my flower gardens, I use a lot of stumps and rock. There's one thing's for sure around here. We definitely grow a lot of rock around here. I'm going to show you one of my other flower beds I worked on yesterday. So this is my flower garden I worked on yesterday. I'm thinking this right here was an old mine cart. It was over at my mother-in-law and father-in-law's, and they were going to get rid of it. So I was like, ooh, I'll put it in my flower garden. And they were all like, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but I put a flower up there. Let's like, you know, and some, of course, my stump, some rocks. I put those millstones up there and stuff. I thought it turned out really good. I'm hoping that I can get my flock. If you'll see the purple flock right there, the purple flock. I have some white flock right there, and right around the corner of that I have some more white flock. I'm trying to get flock really taken over this area up here. Even in my stump up there, I have flock actually growing in the middle of that log up there. It's actually just a log that was completely centered out, so I just put dirt in it and made it a flower pot. And so I was real pleased on how this turned out. I just loved it. So you're gonna see here, I'm gonna dig up some purple. These are purple irises. One thing you'll figure out is that I like to dig up everything on my property and move it. It's always free this way. It don't cost me a dime, and I have more flowers on the property. And if you don't thin these out, they will go wild anyway. Because these weren't very big. I mean, like, they were just a little bitty section here. And you already see how big this section has got. And I've took out of it 2 or 3 times and just moved it into different areas, getting it started. This I'm going to take down to my greenhouse. There's a stump down there. I'm going to plant it around the stump. Thought it'd be really pretty around that stump. I planted some in the stump. I planted them last year, and they are beautiful this year. So I'm going to get about 3 or 4 things of this. As I fall. Boy, that was graceful. That's not got that as voice as I thought I had. As you can tell, it's not the easiest stuff to get up. That's why it's so healthy. I'm going to dig up one more little spot of it. Oh, that's good. I think that's going to be good. So here is where I'm going to plant these irises. I want to plant them around this stump, just making it real colorful. This is down at my greenhouse. We had, when we first started cleaning this, I mean, there was trees everywhere and we burned all this, and this was just part of it that got burnt. And I'm hoping that I can get down in here to plant some irises around this thing, because I just thought this would be super pretty. As you can tell, I'm not real good at that. hard to get up on this. Get any coverage. So here is how the flowers turned out. As you can tell, I've got them all around the stump, and I started putting rock around them so nobody will mow them down. Goat. So I'm gonna put rock around it so you can tell that it is the flower bed and they don't get too close to it. I'm having to watch the deer. They're trying to eat my irises since I moved them down here, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was just because they were something new down here. But here's my other stump I was talking about that I put them in last year, and I want you to look how good they look. And they were about the same size as those that I put over there. And look how big they are this year. I just think they're gorgeous. I can't wait till they start blooming. And those will spread more as they go. Everything I get really spreads and thickens up. That's why I buy this kind of stuff, so that I can move it around in different parts of the yard and still have flowers everywhere. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's just out cleaning up the garden and my flower gardens and moving stuff around, but it's just a way to relax and just enjoy life. You know, this is my enjoyment. Go out there and find yours. So just like, share, and subscribe.